Okay, in this video I'm going to look at some of the post-2015 5 POA figures, some are 7 POA figures that have come out with the movies from Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rogue One and Solo the Star Wars story. So these are the Hasbro basic figures. So this is the Last Jedi R2-D2. It's a Build-A-Droid figure. It's a really good figure. I'm not going to do them in any order. There's about 20 of them I want to go through. So this is the R2. It's quite a good figure. And it came with a basic Last Jedi card. Really nice figure. Great R2-D2. Using the older Build-A-Droid body. Very nice. So great figure, this one. And we'll look at the next figure now. Okay, this is the Force Awakens basic 3.75 C3PO, the one with the red arm. That came in a 2-pack. And then this is the Last Jedi version, which I prefer. It's more of a golden colour. It's got the golden arm as well. I mean, they're pretty similar, but this is the figure I prefer. So, yep, quite a good C3PO figure. 5 POA. Who doesn't love C3PO? So this was on the Last Jedi card. It was quite heavily discounted a while back. Very nice figure. Very golden, shiny. So, you know, for just to display, this is a great figure. You have the R2 next to him and it's great. So that's a nice 5 POA figure. I guess we're starting with the classic characters. So this is the Boba Fett that came in the 2-pack with the Han Solo in Bespin outfit. This figure is just amazing. Just, you know, for display purposes, brilliant. Look at the sculpting detail. Okay, he's set. You got to pose him like that, but he just looks amazing. The helmet looks great. The weathering on the outfit. Comes with a blaster, a pistol in the back. Empire Strikes Back paint scheme. What a great figure. This is just, you know, just for displaying loose, it's just a brilliant figure. Brilliant figure, this one. You can still find it in the 2-pack. I'd definitely, just for this Boba Fett, it's worth getting, especially if you can get it at a reduced price. It's got all the like little details. Look at the weathering on the chest. Such a great figure. So that's the Boba Fett from the 2-pack. Came out during the Last Jedi in that sort of packaging. It's a Force Link figure as well. Force Link 1. Definitely recommend this figure. 2015 we got quite excited about these new characters. So this is the, what's his name? I can't remember his bleeding name. What's his name? Gravian Enforcer. So they did this in the 3.75 size, and they did it on in the 6-inch black series. So really nice figure. I mean, I like this figure because of the sculpt, the way it looks, and also that, you know, I was able to get these figures carded on YouTube, I think before anyone else. I got the Gravian and 3 other figures that were in this set. So I think I was the first to have them on YouTube. So that was a bit of a feat for me. It's the only time it's ever happened. So the Gravian Enforcer, the General Hux, the little alien mechanic, and the blue P whatever his name is, ZCO whatever, yeah. So I mean, before we'd seen the film, we were getting excited for all these characters. That's the Gravian Enforcer, great design. Nice 5 POA figure. Okay. This character's name escapes me, but he comes in a 2-pack with Captain, whatever his name is. But I just love this figure in terms of the sculpt. Just amazing figure. All the folds in the cloth. Peg leg. What a great character this is. Kriggled, I think. That's it, Kriggled. Great figure. A face only a mother could love. Excellent sculpting on this. The head hardly moves at all, but you know, it's just such a great figure. From The Force Awakens. Great looking figure. Quite big, bulky. Nice execution. I like him more than the Captain. Just looks so cool. Just a great sculpted piece. Bit hard to balance sometimes, but once you get the, you know, displays pretty well. Excellent figure. Still find him in the Entertainer for $5 with the other figure, so definitely worth picking up. Great figure this. Here's another Force Awakens figure. Blink and you miss him, but it's Sarko Plank. He's just a great looking figure. Not very poseable, but just in terms of the sculpt, the colours used, the green face, alien mask, breathing gear, strange looking weapon, just a great looking figure. Backpack. So you'd have seen him in Jakku, in the market. This is a great figure. I wish they did more alien designs in the new Star Wars movies rather than concentrate on the humans and diversity. I'd rather just see more freaky looking aliens, just like the old movies. But this is a great figure. Probably can still find him. It won't cost you much. Great figure. Look at that. Amazing piece of sculpting. Very much in the line with the old Kenner figures as well. Okay, so that's a really nice figure. Look at that weapon. Sarko Plank. This Admiral Akbar is a brilliant figure. I mean, just look at the texturing on the costume. It's so nicely done. The head opens, the mouth opens. It's a trap! It's a great figure, this. Again from the Force Awakens. Nice colour palette to the uniform. Great figure. Classic character. I mean, what Disney did to him in the, Rian Johnson in the Last Jedi is unforgivable. What a great character figure this is. Look at the detail in the badge. Just an amazing figure. So it might not have more than, it's only a 5 POA figure, but just what a piece of sculpting. Beautiful figure. Definitely recommend this one. Very nice. Brilliant figure. Absolute must. This is a figure I just picked up this week. It's the Bodhi Rook from Rogue One, Star Wars story. Great figure this. Great likeness to the actor. Great costume sculpting. It's a blaster pack backpack. You know, it's just a cool little figure. It's one of the harder ones to find. You know, you don't see this one often these days. You see others I mean, if you go to the Entertainer, you can find loads of these for £2, but it's not this character. So when I saw him at Smith's Toys, I just grabbed him. Great figure. Loads of sculpting detail. Very nice. That's Bodhi Rook from Rogue One. This is the Rogue One Stormtrooper. Basic 3.75 figure. Really great figure. I think this was the first one I got back in 2016. So that's the Stormtrooper. Brilliant figure. 5 POA, but it's, you know, it's just the way it's been executed. And they say this helmet is the best sculpt ever. It's got a bit of chest, like an accessory that you can sort of make out that the armor's been damaged, but you don't really need that. It's a blaster. Great looking figure, this. Just see, look how sharp the sculpting is. It's a great Stormtrooper figure. 011 at the back. Thermal detonator. Brilliant figure. So I mean, a lot of these new movies have had great Stormtrooper Imperial outfit designs, but this Stormtrooper is, you know, really great figure. So here's the Death Trooper. Great figure. Very long, slender. You can see the Death Trooper blaster. They did this in the Black Series 3.75 as well as the 6-inch. Very nice. I mean, look at the sharpness and the sculpt on the armour. Very great figure. Even though it's largely black, you can see lots of detail to the figure, lots of angles and all that sort of stuff. So, very cool figure. It's the Death Trooper. I haven't got to show it, but I'd also include the Scarif Trooper as well. 3.75 Scarif Trooper as well. That's a great figure. Great costume design. I mean, I've got it carded, but I don't know where it is, but this is, you know, Death Trooper is a great figure as well. Very tall as well. Okay. K2SO was a great design for Rogue One. Basically the Iron Giant. And this is the basic 3.75 version. So the head's articulated at the base of the neck and at the ball at the top of the head as well, so it's got extra articulation there. The arms are articulated at the shoulder, plus they move outwards a bit, which is additional articulation there. And the legs a little bit as well, but they move at the hips. Very tall figure. Nice paint job on the figure. This one looks quite black. Imperial logos there. It's been reissued down the line. I think you can still get him on the solo card. This is a great figure. Key character from Rogue One. Very nice robot. Excellent design. Quite nice, look at that. So it might not have all the articulation you'd want, but it's definitely got it in the sculpt. Great figure. K2SO basic 3.75 from Rogue One. I think this Krennic is a great figure. It's a 3.75 Rogue One version. I don't know, the head for me is better than the Black Series 6-inch. I don't know why. Maybe because in this sort of size it just looks a bit better. I mean, I can actually, I'll go get the figure and show you what I mean. I don't know, I just prefer this smaller size. Just looks more realistic. I think with the new paint technology this would look better now. But, I mean, they're pretty similar. I mean, they've both got the rubber white jacket. Look great together, really. But I think the 3.75 version of Krennic's really good, and you can pick him up at the Entertainer for £2. Absolute bargain. He's a really good figure. He really captures the likeness of the actor. A really good figure, this one. So that's Krennic. Great figure. 3.75. And there's the Black Series. Here's another cool figure from Rogue One. It's POW, Rebel Commando, or Resist, you know. Great looking figure. Nicely detailed, comes with loads of gear, you know. The jaw opens a bit, so you can scream. Great figure, got the Rebel backpack, nicely detailed. This came in the 2-pack with the Death Trooper, I'm pretty sure. Great figure, this. This is weapon. So I just wish they'd do more aliens rather than human characters. Great looking figure, this. Look at all the detail on that arm there. Great figure, this. All the sculpting in the costume. Very nice. So that's Rebel Commando POW. Great figure. Here's another original trilogy character. I think he came on the Last Jedi card. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Great figure there. And also there was an Emperor that came on the single card on the Last Jedi card, and that's a really good Emperor. This is a good Obi-Wan as well. Look at the face likeness on that. You can pose him like that, double-handed lightsaber. I mean, that's how you're going to want to pose your Obi-Wan, right? Isn't it? Classic pose. Brilliant figure. Very nice. So that's Obi-Wan Kenobi from that you found on the Last Jedi card. Here's the old man Luke that first appeared on the Last Jedi card, though he could have easily have made it onto the Force Awakens card, or should have. Great figure. Obviously there's a Black Series figure which has been put on the Vintage Collection card as well, which is with the Luke with the cloth, but for display purposes I think the rubber display is much better, really. You know, looking rather aged and messianic, I'd say. Great figure, this. One of the first of the Last Jedi figures I ever got. Great figure. We're not going to rabbit on about what they did to the character, but you know, this is a great figure. Here's another great Luke. It's the sort of what was called the Hobo Luke, which is also from the Last Jedi. Look, it features more articulation, like the wrist articulated as well. Yeah, so pretty cool figure. It's Luke, as we see on that Jedi Island of his. good figure. Very nice. I mean, using rubber as opposed to cloth is probably much better at this sort of scale, even though rubber sort of limits articulation. It's a nice Luke Skywalker. Very cool. So that's the hobo Luke as seen in The Last Jedi. Pretty cool figure. This is the 3.75. This is a 3.75 DJ. He came on the Last Jedi card. Has a pistol. The head sculpt's quite good. I mean, the sculpting on this figure is really, you know, all the flowing cape, folds in the clothing are all really good. Detailing in the hat, the hair, the face sculpt looks great. So this is a really good figure, and yeah, so he's a really great 5 POA figure. Ball jointed head, very nice. So that's DJ from The Last Jedi. Cool figure. This is a great figure. It's Paige. This is Rose Tico's sister. She's killed early in the movie in The Last Jedi. Great figure though. I mean, look at the costume in terms of sculpting, all the webbing, all that sort of stuff. The colours of the paints, the detailing here, there and everywhere. The helmet's removable, so you can see the face better. Little helmet, comes with a tiny little pistol. Got a little breathing mask you can put over her face if you're so inclined. Excellent figure. So you can put the breathing mask on her face like that. That looks pretty cool. Excellent. So I mean, in terms of all the sculpting detail in this figure, it's amazing. Brilliant. And you could even say Rose Tico is a great sculpt. I mean, you know, they captured the look of the figure, and the sculpting in the costume is pretty amazing. I mean, she's an annoying, she's a very annoying character. I almost said a naughty C word, so I better not say that. She's a very annoying character, and you know, absolutely awful, but the figure representation is spot on. So you've got the two sisters together there. Paige is better though. I mean, just because of all the extra webbing and bits and bobs she's got on, just looks amazing. Okay, here's the Snoke. This figure first came out with that playset, the throne room playset, and it's now available on the solo card. It's a 5 POA figure, but it's, you know, it's a really great figure. This, I mean, if you want it a Snoke for display instead of play, then I'd say this is superior to this, which is the vintage collection version, which has cloth. It's very much more articulated figure. So, you know, but this, just in terms of the sculpting, it's just such a great figure. I mean, they look pretty similar. I mean, that gold outfit, what do you prefer, the gold, glittery gold, or the highly detailed textured gold of the plastic? So that's something you could consider. But this is a great figure. You can pick him up at the Entertainer for £3.33 now. Brilliant figure this. Stands perfectly, just looks amazing. Very tall, brilliant sculpting, brilliant figure. I mean, you know, just to have a Snoke on display like that, just looks amazing. So great figure. Brilliant. This is the Solo Range Trooper, basic 3.75 version, so it's quite a nice design. You know, there's a pistol. I think in the vintage collection you get the more accurate weapon, but I mean for a 5 POA figure it's not bad. I mean look at the detail in the boots, amazing, very blinged up, great looking figure, very nice. £3.33 at the Entertainer now. It's definitely worth picking up to army build if you like these sort of troopers. Very nice. So that's the Range Trooper, great looking figure, quite heavy as well. Okay. Here's the Solo basic Mimbam Trooper. Quite a nice looking figure, comes with 2 weapons, a really long rifle. He's got a rubber cape, whereas I think the vintage collection version has the cloth cape. Brilliant figure. I mean look at the sculpting on that, really nice. His pose, so he can hold the rifle like that as well. It's got articulation at the wrists as well. Got that extra piece of armour on the helmet. The figure's nicely weathered, great figure this. So that's the Mimbam Stormtrooper, 3.75 basic figure. Brilliant. And he comes with this really long rifle, you can pose him with that as well. Very good figure. So yeah, very nice. Who doesn't like stormtroopers, especially dirtied up and armed to the teeth? Last figure in this series. This is the, oh my, I forgot his name. It's from Solo Star Wars story. It's a great figure this, big piece of plastic. And you can get him at the Entertainer for £3.33 now. So, brilliant figure. The mask is removable, so you can put it off to reveal the alien creature inside. It's got a great staff, comes with a little pistol which you can put in a holster or you can hold it in his other hand. It's got feet, alien feet, it's a Force Link 2.0. Brilliant figure this. Well, I can't remember his name, but he's a key character at the start of the movie. Just looks amazing, this figure. Very nice. Brilliant figure. Very cool. I've got to include this figure. This is the Kessel Guard from the 2-pack. It comes with Lando Calrissian, but this figure is just amazing. Just the design of the helmet, the costume, all the additional bits and bobs, the rubber skirt, the weathering. Brilliant figure this. Backpack. Just a brilliant design. Really nice figure. So that's the Kessel card from the 2-pack. Comes with Lando Calrissian. It's a great figure this. I'd like to, if I had the guy with the keys as well, I'd include him in the video. But this is a great figure. Amazing. Just look at all the detail there. Brilliant figure this. So it's the Kessel Guard from the 2-pack. Brilliant figure. Very nice. I think his name's Morlock, this character, so I'm pretty sure I taught us, you know, one of my long-time viewers reminded me of that name. So it's Morlock. Great figure this. You've got this Leia Hoth that came on the solo card. She's not a bad figure. There's a small pistol. Got extra articulation here and there. Quite a cool figure. Again, easy to find now. £3.33 at the Entertainer. Very nice. And then quite recently I got this Luke from the 2-pack. He comes with the Wampa. This is a great Luke Skywalker figure. Very nice. It's Force Link 2.0 as well. Got Luke and Leia. Okay. And so end of our look at all these figures. So these are all 5 POA figures. They're all pretty good if you ask me. I mean in their plastic representation. I mean someone like Rose is quite an annoying character, but you know, there's some fantastic designs. Psycho Plank, Guavian, that Boba Fett's amazing. Quiggold, some of the new Imperial forces, really like his face. Luke's, this Snoke. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little look at 5 POA figures post 2015, and you know, if I had more unboxed I'll just show you those as well, but some I've only got single cards, so I can't show you everything, all of them that I think are great, but I think you get the idea. Okay, so time to say goodbye.